What's good, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate everybody coming through to the show. We're going to go through a few hot topics of the week, a few stories of everything going on. Happy Cinco De Mayo for all my Hispanic peoples out there. And, you know, happy independence. As well as we're going to talk about a few other things. And I'm going to do something I ain't did in a while, which is once everybody gets situated a little later, I'm going to go ahead and put the link out there. So if you want to come and, you know, chime in on some of the topics that we've been talking about, you can feel free to do so. And I know everybody ain't probably trying to have their camera on and stuff. So, you know, it's all good. I'll make it work for you. So, unless I ain't never seen your name before, then, you know, we gonna have to see that. But if I seen your name before, feel free to click on the link later and chime in, you know, and if you don't want to put on the camera, it's all good. I got you. Anyway, I hope everybody has had a good week. Everybody had a safe week. As always, that's always first and foremost, and what's important. A couple topics I'm going to talk about, as well as a few more, is, you know, of course, Diddy. It's a lot of stuff going on with that one. So, we'll talk about that. And I'll probably do the call-ins around that time and see what people want to say and chime in about that. Also, the Drake versus Kendrick. I still really didn't get to hear a whole lot of that. Heard a couple songs once or twice, but being so busy and things, didn't really get to chime in too deep. And then Lebron, should he retire? Should he try to stay and play with his son? Things like that. Should his son try to play? Talk a little bit about that, as well as a couple other stories that I think are interesting, but, you know, they not as eye-catching, like I mentioned yesterday about the beef recall because the cows have been fed chicken poop. That definitely would like to talk about that one, as well as a few other things that's going on in the news that I got. Some other stories. Check right here. Oh yeah, OJ. I never got a chance to talk about OJ's passing, so we can chime in on OJ, whether he did it. People think he did it, didn't think he did it. I definitely have a strong opinion on that one. And, you know, a couple other things that's going on. So, you know, we'll get on into it and talk about it. Anybody seen anything good lately? Anybody seen that Quiet on the Set documentary? That's been groundbreaking. If you're not familiar, it's been on HBO Max. And it's about Nickelodeon and everything that went on in the 90s. And 80s, early 2000s, I suppose, with the child actors and things, a lot of them speaking out. And now we're seeing another person, Victoria Justice. She said that her first ever sex scene was on day one of filming a new movie. And so, I mean, I don't know. A lot of things that's out here that's make you say, very interesting. Before I get into it, I'll say what's up to a couple of my peoples that's in the comments. My girl, Rashonda. What's up, girl? How you feeling? Good to see you. First in the building, girl. Appreciate your support. Holding it down. Dame Dollar in the building. What's up? Damian Kenny, my brother. How you feeling? What's good with you, fam? So, I just realized I don't even have a bottle of water over here with me. I'm over here getting hot. Anyway, we see, I'll talk about this one right quick while we still warming up, waiting for people to, get it straight. But it says that oh shoot, it's not loading up. Ain't that something? Well, anyway, she was saying that. Oh, okay, I know what it is. I need to go to Safari. All right, hold on. I'm a little rusty. But let me get this straight. Where's will it work? Oh, it's not gonna work. Okay, it's not working. I'll read it. So, I'm not familiar with Victoria Justice. I didn't watch any of these shows. I believe maybe my son may have watched some of her shows when she was younger. But she says that they say that she's best known for starring on Nickelodeon's Victorious, and recently said on Sirius XM Hits 1 LA with Tony Fly and Simon while promoting her new single Raw, that her upcoming role in the movie Depravity required her to film her very first sex scene. She said it was an uncomfortable experience, but the crew pulled it off with taste. She said, my first day on set, I had my first ever sex scene. I'm like, really, guys? We're going to schedule this for the first day? Okay, cool. Thanks for that. And she said it was uncomfortable. I was actually very nervous about it and totally anxious about the entire situation. And I was like, did I make the wrong choice? I don't know if I should do this. Justice stressed that she had a lot of faith and trust in the director, adding, he made me feel very comfortable about it and said, listen, I'll show it to you beforehand. If you don't like it, then we'll change it. So, anyway, she also say right here, I think sometimes people think filming sex scenes or anything like an intimate scene, that it's really sexy, but it's really not. It's uncomfortable, and there's a bunch of random dudes in the room breathing and watching you. And so, anyway, I'm not too familiar with her, like I said, but it's a little interesting short story. Oh, shoot. All right. And so, I don't know. I think, in my opinion, they like, hey, look here. This the first day. If you ready to get butt naked on the first day, can't get no worse than this. Can't get no more uncomfortable than this. If you ready to get this knocked out, then, hey, everything else should be a piece of cake. Now, on the other hand, thinking about it from a lady perspective, ladies like to get warmed up first, so she would have probably rather had done it on the last day of the shoot and then never see everybody again, and she would have felt more comfortable doing it that way, than the other. I don't know. Ladies, what y'all would rather do? First day or second day? Put a 1D or a 2D? Also, if y'all watching on the live, let me know. Hit a replay. I mean, on the replay, rather. I know y'all watching live right now that's going to comment. Replay. Anyway. Shout out to Ritz. RTIZ. What's good? Been a minute. You say, wow, that's the first day. That's wild. So here's the thing with the entertainment business is that most people, we see it as entertainment first, and business we don't think about at all or think about it second. But, all these shows and things we watch are jobs and things. So imagine you going to work at your job and then on the first day, they want you to get butt naked in the bed with somebody or whatever. Or, you got to strip. It's not like it's some glamorous thing. These things aren't real. So if I'm in some elaborate location with something happening and things, or whatever the case. I mean, it's a job. You memorize and stuff, doing this, doing that the first day. I mean, it ain't the same. It ain't like y'all really together. Ain't like she dude was really about to hit it and they been together for a minute. So it can be weird, especially that's your coworker. You meeting your coworker on the first day, and that's what's about to go down. But hey, for guys, we may not have complained. It'd be like, hey, let me help you get comfortable at work, baby. Come here. Let me get you a little coffee. Let me put a little cream. Did I get the cream in there? 305 Mr. City. You say, what up, Jay? Do stars send you the new episodes early like they do other YouTubes who review their shows, or do you first watch the new episodes at 12 like the rest of us? Hey, man, I watch it like a couple months in advance, man. I'm a damn celebrity. What you thought? I'm surprised you even asked that question. You should know I respect my gangster. Come on, man. I'm over there talking with 50, making sure that it's all edited right. Nah, man, I'm watching at 12 o'clock like everybody else. I ain't special. Ain't nobody sent me nothing, man. What you talking about? I probably could try to communicate and ask and get extra copies and stuff. I actually used to, and I know how to do, send for some things for like get early release and things from different stuff. I just don't do it because I've been focusing on other things lately and stuff. And so, nah, but they don't send me nothing, man. They don't even probably know who I am. But I appreciate, you thinking that I might be somebody. Made me feel good. I might be somebody. RTIZ. You say the last day would have probably been the best situation possible, like you say. Yeah, I figured that'd be how a lady would like to do it, or a female, maybe. And she'd be like, yeah, that was great. Okay, let's get this over with. All right, thank you. All right, bye. Ralph Ortiz, what's up? Long time no see on the comments. What's up, Crystal? You like the background? I appreciate it. Try to change it up a little. You know what, y'all? My dang on neck hurt. I don't want to give a free advertisement, but I'm about to put some of this icy hot on my neck. Woo! I ain't think this stuff worked, but this new formula with the lidocaine actually does work. And if I say it helped me, then hey, they need to give me a free subscription or something. I keep putting it on the back of my shirt. My dang on neck. That's one of the problems with working on a computer, is you'll make your neck hurt. Make your dang on neck hurt. Sitting at this computer. Alright. You say Ortiz, they know who I am? No, they don't. But I appreciate it. Hey, I'm trying to feel better. By the time this icy hot kick in, I might catch a nod. Hey, that's the one thing. It'll make you go to sleep. At least it does. It make me relax and ready to go to sleep. What's good, Anti-Mike? What up, family? 305, you say LMAO. I can't wait for the shot this Friday. BMF disappointed me this season. This most definitely is the weakest season of the three. Well, the thing with BMF is most people that's watching the show, in my opinion, probably already know the story and how it ends and what's happening with most of the stuff. And truth be told, it's kind of hard to probably make a series, or a series, especially a movie, okay, but a series about their life, and they come up for multiple seasons. So some of this stuff they stretching out to make, 10 episodes, in my opinion. And it's interesting, it's good at points and things, but some episodes, they are kind of exaggerated a bit to make a TV show, in my opinion. That's where the business part come in. So, I think, in my opinion, although it's interesting, good TV, this season with BMF, with this Remy Ransom and all of this back and forth with these projects and this stuff, it is kind of stretched out. I mean, I guess this was a significant time he went through and with having to deal with stuff, so I guess they showing it wasn't always smooth. It was some bumps along the way, but it is kind of dragged out a little bit. So, I mean, in the beginning, in the first and second seasons, we seeing more of their beginnings, which, had a lot of more bumps and things going on, and characters like Lamar and things that they had to overcome. We always like adversity, especially if we looking for our little heroes or anti-heroes to, succeed. And they had a lot of adversity that really, translated on the screen. A lot more people meeting their demise and things, and the women and all that, and the drama, and Lamar and the police. And now it's a different kind of adversity, more with other crews, and it just seems, and a little bit with the Red Dogs, but overall, as far as Meech and go, it doesn't hit the same as the first two. I can feel you on that. And I also can see if people think it kind of drag out a little bit. But if I didn't know how the story ends, I may be a lot more interested in the day-to-day of what's happening with this. Because you don't know what's going to happen with these characters. It would be better if they weren't real, if it wasn't named BMF, actually. They could have did the similar story, changed stuff up. But it may have been better if it wasn't named BMF, because that way we don't know what they may do or not do. But then again, it wouldn't have had the same, advertising pull. But hey, maybe we would feel a little different about it if we didn't know what it was already in a way. Crystal, you say get a weighted neck wrap. They help tremendously in conjunction with BioFreeze and Icy Hot. Okay, a weighted neck wrap. What's that going to do? That's going to make it hurt worse, ain't it? Putting weight on it. You got me wearing a horse collar up in here, girl. You say, Jab, you ever tried heat cupping for pain and circulation? Is that them little cups they put on your back and suck out some back juice? Get backy out of me. Get a cup of back juice up out of me. Need some back juice. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, I think I just let it loose. You say, what you think about the rap beef, Jay? Who you got winning? Well, honestly, that's a good one. A good way to segue. I would say that I'm going to have Drake winning, because it seemed like not only his lyrics a little bit more cerebral overall, although Kendrick rap with that, you know what I'm saying, make you think, but I think also Drake got that team. Am I right or wrong? Don't Drake got ghostwriters that help him? So you got more than one mind working against you. I don't know if Kendrick got people help write with him. Y'all gotta let me know. I ain't been able to keep up that much with the rap game. But if you got more, like they say, two heads better than one. Yeah, Kendrick done came for his kids and different things. But hey, I'm pretty sure Kendrick got some skeletons in the closet. I'm cleaning out my closet. So the songs that I heard, I like Drake's better, although I like what Kendrick said. But you know, a light power. I gotta go with the light power. Light skin brothers. We back in the game, baby. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey. Dame Dollar, you say emo rap beef will lose my interest quickly. It really don't have me running to the stereo trying to hear the bars that's going back and forth. And I don't know about y'all, but when I ain't gonna say mostly, damn near 99% of my life these days when I listen to music is when I'm in my car. It's very few things that made me want to put music on while I'm in the house. I might have the TV on or doing something else or sleep or whatever, or a PlayStation or something. I'll be doing other things normally. In the shower or something maybe, but then how long is that? So anyway, I don't really hear it too much except for in the car, and so that's why I ain't really get into it like that. You say RTZ, you say it's always fun to see how creative they can be with shots they take at each other. That's facts. And I like that with these two, it doesn't feel like it'll get out of hand like East Coast, West Coast, or, you know, people want to take real shots at each other or whatever, which is always good, you know, definitely. Damien, you say Charles and Lucille's story is greater than Meech and Terry's right now. I mean, I agree. I like their story right now. And plus, we don't know as much about their story as we do the others. Although we pretty much, if you know the story, you know what happens to Charles. Christo, you say LOL, the weighted neck wrap is for tension and stress relief. You could put it in the microwave and warm it up if you want. Used for neck and shoulder. All right, I'm going to look on Amazon and check it out. What's a good one cost? So I don't get ripped off. $10, $20? RTIZ, you say, yeah, but that, you should disqualify him, no, Jay. How you got other people writing your diss tracks for you? Well, that's the thing. I can't disqualify him because he's the number one rapper. So the fans have made him number one as far as what? Ain't Drake number one as far as what? The most music listened to, making the most money off his music. So who's making more sales than Drake, or listens or spins or whatever? He's in the top 5 at least. So if the fans said we don't listen to people who get their stuff written by ghostwriters, but the truth is, it's so many people that got ghostwriters that the game has totally changed from when I was coming up. And even when I was coming up, it still had people write some stuff. Dr. Dre then had a ghostwriter forever. His best rap was ghost written by Jay-Z. Anyway, that's Dr. Dre. Nobody was expecting it from him to be writing and making the music as well. But like Jay-Z, if he was known to have a ghostwriter, I don't think he could have got, or Nas, I don't think they could have got the respect or where they are today back in my time. Now, if they came out today and had ghostwriters, I don't think nobody would even give a damn. They wouldn't even blink an eye. So that's the difference with how I feel about that. I wouldn't hold it against them or for them. What do you all think about like a comedian? What if a comedian is up there and he has writers that write his jokes? Is that the same as a comedian that wrote his own material and perform it? I don't know. I mean, me personally, I think a comedian should write it and do it himself, but you never know. I mean, hey, Richard Pryor, allegedly, had Paul Mooney and people write for him, and I think Richard Pryor is the greatest. So, hey, it's up to whoever. It depends also on how much time you have. Or you could do it like, hey, I don't mind this myself. If I go and write or do my set, and then you come back and then they say, hey, you could tweak this, or why don't you try that? That's not the same, or it's no problem with that either way in my book with doing that. But hey, whatever work in a way. If it's not a lie, if people know, as long as people know, then hey, whatever work. Let's see, Nikki, you say Kendrick said it's 20v1 with all Drake ghostwriters. That's funny. That's hilarious. Hey, I love it. 20v1. Anti-Mike, J. Cole was smart to not waste energy on this. True. Very true. But at the same time, it's all publicity. It's all publicity. So whoever get in that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have a little bit of extra publicity. Sort of like Cat Williams and what he had going on. Anybody check out that Cat Williams last night? You know, hey, that was a lot of publicity from Shannon Sharp. Got him that Netflix deal. Not that he wasn't worthy of it, but he got a live Netflix deal, and I'm sure he got a lot of people tuned in. You know, how many people like that Cat Williams, now that you had a little bit of time to think about it, what y'all think about that Cat Williams? Michael Jackson definitely had ghostwriters, and you know, hey, most singers, songwriters, they not both, and some are, or they're a singer and a dancer, but not necessarily the best songwriter. You know, so that's the thing. Everybody ain't Prince. RT, you said it's one thing on if you get a line or something to get you through a song, but the whole thing, no, where the creativity in that? It ain't the creativity in that. So the person has no creativity in that part of it, but maybe in the delivery. Maybe the person that wrote it can't say nothing. So you need me. You write it, man, and give it to me, and I'm a flow, okay? And I'm gonna make it feel like water. I'll be like water. I take your words and I put it in a jar. The words now fill the jar. But if I take the words and I put it in a teapot, now you have hot words, okay? Thank to me. Hey, so you can't only say it's all one way or the other, because, hey, maybe they can't perform worth a damn. But maybe they don't have the look, or whatever the case. Maybe they get shy. Nikki, you say definitely more entertained by Charlie Wilson Flannery and Lucille than Meech and Terry this season. Markeisha and Henry gotta go ASAP. Oh man, I saw a meme. Where's that meme? Did I save it on the phone? Oh man, did I? Yeah, I hear it go right here. I had to save this for easy access right here. Let's see if this work. Oh damn, my damn thing ain't working right. Come on. I gotta restart my computer. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh man, this meme was so funny. I definitely gotta get it. But yeah, Henry, I think Henry almost ruined this season, that character. It just seemed a little over the top for the show. It didn't seem realistic. This was one of the shows that seemed almost grounded in reality the most, up there with Raising Kanan. And it just got a little over the top with that character's antics. So I don't know, man. Definitely was something else. But Markeisha ain't bother me as much. I don't see Markeisha role really positive or negative. She's not around enough. I didn't like what she did with the Vince thing, though. That was petty. But overall, yeah, the Charlie and Lucy, I like their storyline. Definitely, I'm on board with that. All right, let me get to a couple other little stories right quick. What y'all think about LeBron also? Should LeBron keep playing? Ready to play with Bronny? They say that, Bronny may not be good enough. We'll see. What's up with this article I saw right here about... Oh, damn, I forgot I can't show you none of the articles. I'll just read it. Anyway, 50 Cent, our number one troll, resident troll, does it the best. He joked about a new lawsuit Megan Thee Stallion got. It's a guy that has a new lawsuit, and it says that it allegedly happened in Ibiza, Spain, in 2022. And it says, cameraman, this is what 50 Cent said. This cameraman and the lawyer who made this claim should be punched in the head. He said, I'm sorry. Two women start making out. I'm not offended. So he was talking about that this lawsuit where Megan Thee Stallion is being sued after this guy, let me see, he's saying that while they were together, he was stuck in the car with her while she was making out with another woman, and he was uncomfortable. Now, truth be told, you could have opened the door, right? Could have got out. You know what I mean? But you knew, hey, you wasn't uncomfortable. You was enjoying yourself, but then you knew, hey, that's actually a job. So since it's a job, I can actually get more money if I sue. So, I don't know. He wrote that it was a hostile work environment, failure to prevent and remedy harassment, and various labor code violations. He's suing Rock Nation, Hot Girl Touring, Megan Thee Stallion Entertainment, and 10 Does, in addition to the Hiss rapper. It says that he worked for the Houston Hottie from July 2018 to June 23. That's 5 years. Spending the majority of that tenure as her full-time cameraman. He claims Rock Nation unexpectedly terminated him among the aforementioned accusations. Meg and her legal team responded to the lawsuit saying, this is an employment claim for money, with no sexual harassment claim filed and the salacious accusations to attempt to embarrass her. We will deal with this in court. And it says it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. For Megan. So, he never filed any sexual harassment claims, but then was able to, after being fired, file. Now, it says right here, it says that Emilian Garcia, Meg's former cameraman, felt uncomfortable being present while she had sex. He also claims that she called him a fat biatch. Shut up, you fat biatch. Watch me get hit from the back. Oh. You wish you could be hitting this, don't you? Shut up, fat biatch. Film it. Film it. Watch me squirt. You wish that was all yours, don't you? Nope. Oh, my goodness. She was like, oh, look at these. Oh. She had the little tassels on them like them old Vegas showgirls had the tassels on them. Shut up, fat bitch. Film it. Film it. Film it. Hit this. And I'm not talking about you actually hitting it. I'm saying hit it. Get it on film. Dame Dollar, you say, would you be comfortable with the smell of hot sheen and other smells and you had nowhere to go? Why he can't open the door? Why he can't get no air? She told him, if you open the door, you fired. Smell it. Smell this hot shit. Don't open that goddamn door. What's wrong with you? Smell it. Get it on tape. This is smell-o-vision. I'm making something new. Smell-o-vision. Don't crack a window, goddammit. You know how many people would love to be in this car with me? You know how many people would love to smell this hot shit? And you over here complaining. You fat bitch. Shut up. You messing with me. I done took one in the foot. What? Don't make me break the rest off of it on your ass. Fat bitch. What make you think Megan smell like hot salami up in this piece? It might be smelling, good. Badussy. Famous Badussy. Smell like Badussy and Roses. Badussy Secret. A new line, a new clothing line coming out. Forget about Victoria's Secret. That Badussy Secret. The Badussy Secret, it was Megan's. That was the secret. That was the Badussy Secret. It was Megan's. You ain't get a chance to get in the Badussy Secrets. Get in that Badussy Secrets, baby. I'm telling you, you get in there. My Badussy Secrets, the store is shaped like a G-Wagon. So it's just a back seat. Only two at a time in the Badussy Secrets. Let me get in Badussy Secrets. Hey, man, it's a line around the car instead of around the building. It's a line around the car. All right. Two at a time. She just bent over. Woo! Thank you. Badussy Secrets. Let's get some real hot girl shit. Hey, we got it bagged and tagged. Real hot girl shit. What you want, a 2-pound sack? 3-pound sack? Real hot girl shit at Badussy Secrets. This is special. What you want? How many sacks of shit you want, huh? Real hot girl. Yeah. What you want? Coming out the factory. Hey, look, she having lunch now. What special? Badussy Secret lying around the truck. What you want? I should write that one down. Oh, man. You know what, though? The world's so crazy, it'd be people trying to buy that. It'd be people trying to get up in there. If Megan decided to do that, it'd be some weirdos like, man, I got to smell that. So, only $50. $50 a nostril. $50 a whiff. They be hitting it like coke. All these incels out there. Let me go in that Badussy, man. Hey, man, let me get two for $5, man. Alright. Feel better about myself. I can go on this date. What's she gonna tell me? I just had a little dose of Badussy. Bitch ain't tell me that. Smell some of the greatest. I ain't worried about you, girl. What you sitting on? You ain't sitting on here. I literally got 2 pounds, 2 sacks of it. It's on sale. Anyway. Dame Dollar, you say Megan got a whole rep in the industry and abroad. It's a wonder if it smell right. Get the smell right. Get it tight. Get the smell right and it be tight. I don't know, man. I know her reputation as far as these vehicles ain't too good or whatever. You gonna get shot in one or you gonna get shot in one. You know what I mean? Either way, it's a hit. Either way, it's a hit in this mug. Don't get in the car with her. That's all I know. Don't get in the car. I'll meet you there, baby. I'll meet you there. Okay? Either way, somebody getting hit. Either you or you. I don't need no parts of that. Unless you opening up Bethesda secrets, then hey, we can talk. But other than that, I ain't getting in the ride with your ass. I'm good. I'm glad I drive myself. That's her rep. Don't ride with her. I'll meet you there. Straight up. What else we got on the list for this week? OJ. What's up with OJ, y'all? Did he do it? Did he not? I'm going to tell you something. And some of my sisters in Discord, I broke it down and told them, and then we watched the documentary together in Discord. And let me tell you something. OJ did it, y'all. OJ did it, okay? Oh, man, can I present this? Let me see. Hold on. Nope. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I might be able to show you this. So, it's this documentary. It's only like an hour, though. It's a TV show, whatever. Hold on. See if I can pull this up. And after watching this, I realized, wow, Johnny Cochran was way better than I realized. Way better. I mean, the amount of evidence, I got it saved on my DVR as well, but the amount of evidence that he made sure to not allow or have suppressed, or the way that everything was put together, and I ain't gonna just say it was him because, you know, he had the team, but wow, they really did a great job. I'm gonna show you this right here. And if you were able to see this documentary, you would be like, wait a minute. This dude, wow. If any of this type of evidence was on any of us, woo. And so many things happened perfectly for OJ. By that happening right after Rodney King and everybody suspicious of the police, LAPD, and things. I mean, which I knew that at the time, and then looking back. But, I mean, wow. Man, OJ did it. They took apart the Bronco. It was so much, but they show, in this documentary, they show everything. As you see, OJ Simpson, Blood, Lies, and Murder. It comes on True TV. So if you have True TV or get a chance and you see this, you have to watch this if you're interested in the OJ case. And after watching this, then you can really make a really complete decision, because it's so much evidence that's not really shown to the public that I've never seen. And I used to follow this case when it was out. It was the biggest thing going on, so I remember all of this. And wow. To now see a lot of this evidence and things that I never saw in the pictures and things they show, and they actually have some of the detectives that they had gag orders at the time so that they couldn't, you know, talk about the case. And a lot of cases do that, I understand, but if you got like the lead investigators that can't talk and this stuff, and I'm not talking about Mark Furman, because we've all heard of him. Johnny Cochran made a great job of us knowing that he was a racist and wasn't worth a damn. But if you was able to see how little he really was able to do and had little contact or influence he had, but they really made it seem like he had a whole lot more power, influence, and control and things. And even with him, the evidence and things, I mean, it's just crazy. When I was watching this, my jaw was just on the floor, like, and I'm not watching it as in I can't tell the difference in somebody putting something together, because they want a certain outcome. Like, they put it together and they were saying it's a certain outcome, but it's a reason why. Like, they showing like, man, I've been waiting to tell this, like this ain't the case. And actually, I saw this a couple years ago, at least a year ago, is when I showed my people in Discord. So we watched this like a year ago, before he even passed away. So, hey, definitely something to watch. I highly recommend it. I still got it saved because I want to do a review and a video on this and break it down, because it's just something else. They ain't playing with this evidence. I mean, it was just so shocking when I was seeing that. A lot of stuff I never saw, and I never watched every documentary on Netflix or whatever the case. So I don't know. Maybe they show some pictures of her head barely hanging on that stuff now, but they definitely showed it on this, and I was like, whoa. Somebody doing that, that's serious. You know, I mean, she had one right in the top of her head. If somebody does this, like a pumpkin, hey, that's personal, bro. Boop. Like he damn Jason Voorhees or something, Michael Myers and shit. With he block up, what the, wow, and it go through like that. Anyway, it's deep. Dame Dollar, you say one juror say the jury was angry over the Rodney King verdict in riots, so they acquitted OJ. It's true, man. True. It was definitely the right climate for that, for him. Man, he was blessed by somebody for that to happen. Nikki, you say one thing is by the time he was past his prime, bad knees from years of football, etc. How did he, shank the two people by himself? What was the other one doing while he was working on the first one? See, you saying stuff that I used to kind of think. And that's why this brings it up so well. So that's a great point. And I'll bring this up because they addressed it. They even had the reenactment, like recreation stuff. So, making it quick, Ron Goldman, he really didn't have much of a relationship with her, and the reason he was there is because she left, I believe, either her wallet or glasses or something at the restaurant, and he was just dropping it off, returning it. So, when he showed up, she was almost over with, and he walked in at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was already down, and if you walking in somewhere at night, dark, you ain't suspecting nothing in the neighborhood you in. Next thing you know, somebody big get you, and then there was a fight. So it's all kind of wounds all over him too. He had I don't like saying numbers and things that I don't remember. Everybody that know me know I don't like to say stuff I don't know. But he had at least 10 to 30 different wounds on him that they say were defensive. And even a couple that he, somebody tried to get him and cut it, but he was able to kind of block it a little and they didn't really get it good. So then trying to get him again. So whoever was going for him was trying to go for the kill move, and he was fighting against it. But as every time you getting cut all over, you bleeding and more things happening and you're getting weaker, and he lost. Maybe if he would have known or could have saw it coming or expected, but if you walking somewhere, somebody get the jump on you, it happens, unfortunately. And the way that this was broken down, and if you see the pictures or whatever, the way that little gang was a blind spot. So as he walk in, they could have just turned around the corner boop, boop, boop. You'd be like, See how that worked? This is my expert crime scene recreation for you. But nah, all joking apart, aside, yeah, man, this doc is really, really good. I gotta really get the time together and hammer out some of this stuff. I've been doing so many other things lately, but I'm gonna try to hire me a little crew, get it together. I'm gonna go ahead and put this link in here in the description. If anybody want to come on up and talk about these last couple topics before we go, you're more than welcome to. Now, they say, Damien say, how many healing wounds? They only had one wound, and it was on his finger, which he said was from the cigar cutter. I don't know how many people remember the pictures of it, and then he said it was, but if you see, that is everywhere. They had a string of her hair and blood the length of a knife in his car on the seat, as if you sat a knife on the seat. And what is her blonde hair doing with her blood in his seat? And they found like instances where old boy's blood was on top of her. And they said that's because they must have been fighting, meaning she was already down and they was fighting and moving around or whatever. And as they was doing it, he was bleeding on her or whatever. And that's how they found like some of his on top of her and stuff like that. I mean, it's really detailed. They did a lot of investigation. They took that car apart, like the doors off, everything, the seats out, the carpet out, everything. Like it was so much stuff with the visible eye you could see with the pictures. You didn't even need to do all of that. Just the bare naked things you could see with your visible eye in there, let alone when they began to really take it apart and check. I mean, no wonder he went broke with his lawyers to make sure he ain't go to jail for that one, boy. He needed it though. You know. So I don't know. What else we talk about? We talk about Diddy and LeBron. So if anybody want to talk about Diddy or LeBron, let me know. Let me know in the comments at least. Diddy, let me know. Do you think he gonna get some jail time? Put one DJ for one Diddy going to jail. Put a 2 DJ if you think he ain't gonna get no jail time when it's all said and done. I'm going to tell you now that I know, well, I'm going to say I think it's a high probability that he's not going to go to jail. At this point, at least, I'm going to go with a 2 DJ. Did it jail? No. Because if they were, he may have had charges and things already. They done raided his house. They would have had the evidence. They needed it after they did that. What are they waiting on? So, I don't know, unless it's some grand plan scheme that he's involved in that, you know, it takes years or something of investigating. I just don't think he gonna get any jail time. Once they started doing that type of stuff to R. Kelly, they ain't have him walking around like it wasn't nothing wrong. I believe they boxed his ass up too, didn't they? They say, hey, look here, we're going to box all your tapes up with this raid, and we about to box your little perverted ass up, too. Get your ass up in here. We put you in the box, too. There you go. All y'all go together. Get your ass out of here. I don't know. I don't remember all the details too much, but, yeah, I don't think he going nowhere. The Trap Reviews, you say you right, because he back posting on Instagram. Yeah, I don't think he going nowhere. I think they embarrassed him, and he may have lost more money and some credibility, but unless he in some grand plan that take years to investigate, he got enough money to pay any taxes or anything or any fines or lawsuits or lawyers, so he can't go broke that way. So, you know. My man Damian Kinney, what's good with you, brother?
What's up, Jay?
How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you? I missed what we were talking about because I had to get in the studio.
Oh, yeah, you good. I was talking about Diddy, and I was saying, do you think he going to end up with jail time, or do you think he's not going to end up with jail time when it's all said and done? And I was saying I don't think he going to get jail time because after the raids and all this stuff, if they still ain't came up with charges yet, then, I think he gonna be all good. Anything they may come up with, fines or whatever, he could pay. Taxes he could pay. So, I don't know. Unless he a part of some grand scheme to take years to investigate, I don't know if, he gonna get any jail time. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Like I was just saying, you might have missed it. I say when they came and raided R. Kelly and bagged up his little pornos, they boxed him up too and took his ass along with him. So Diddy ain't go nowhere when they came and raided him. So I don't know. What you think?
Well, that's a good point. I'm in the same mindset as you with Diddy. It's got to be some witnesses, some people to collaborate that he's been doing this. And like you said, with Kelly, they found all kind of tapes and stuff that he had wherever he was. So he gave them everything they needed.
Yeah.
Now, whatever they took from his house, if it's stuff on there, that's admissible. But other than that, it's got to take some witnesses. Folks got to testify. Cassie, which she may not be able to do it because you don't know what conditions came with that settlement.
Right.
It's just like his other artists, his recording artists. He gave them back their publishing right.
Yeah.
But they got NDAs on them.
Well, a lot of them, I got a little article. I'm glad you brought that up. I got so many articles saved. It's going to take me a second. But one of them said that they didn't want to take it because of the NDA. And they knew it must be something up with that. And then they said it wasn't worth that no more, no way. I think she said it was worth like $6. $6. So now he giving it back, trying to make it sound good. But he only giving it back and it ain't worth nothing. And he wanted them to sign the NDA. So they think that's really what it was all about in the end. Which, I mean, why they got to sign the NDA to get their publishing rights back? That don't have nothing to do with the other.
Want to keep his name clean.
Exactly.
And like I'm saying with Cassie, 30 million was it?
Woo, something like that.
That may have come with an NDA.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
she violate that? Can the government have her violate that? Because she's the only person who came out and said, this is what happened to me.
And that's his biggest problem, actually. If he should have paid her up front, before it got public, I mean, he should have never did none of this stuff. Of course, if any of these things are allegedly true, that's the first biggest problem. I don't want nobody to go and say, hey, well, actually. But, of course, that's the first biggest problem. But the next biggest problem is if all that stuff was true and he know it, why let that come public and then settle the next day? You should have settled before. He didn't think the public outrage was going to be what it is. Like, you ain't heard of Me Too? You ain't been reading the room? Like, they advised him poorly on that. Poorly. Because her coming out, that, even though it was the next day and she didn't get to say everything she wanted or put out the book, dude, you tripping, man. Like, that was poor. Like, everybody would have known that they was together for 10 years. Like, I guess he really underestimated her value. Which, also opened up the floodgates for more lawsuits and more cases to come. They like, oh, snap. They get $30 million the next day. Which now he don't want to do it because he know that every time he pay, here come another, here come another, here come another. So now what does he do? Got all this stuff out there. It gets worse and worse from what's going on. So I don't know. I think in the end, he may not go to jail, at least.
Well, I heard news that the payment was not from him. It was his insurance company. His insurance company went over his head and cashed him out so they could drop him as a client. That was not his idea. His insurance company did it.
Well,
and after they had it done, he was like, well, I got to issue this statement that it's not an admission of guilt. But see, it wasn't even his idea to pay her. His insurance company paid, and he had to do spin control.
Well, I don't know the details enough about that. I know, well, I don't know on that level how things work. I know my car insurance ain't about to pay if I ain't on the home insurance ain't about, but I don't know what that's going to happen with that. Before we get up out of here, what's up with LeBron? What y'all think? What you think? Should he retire? Should he try to play with Bronny? Is he holding the Lakers hostage by not signing that extension? So that way, hey, if you don't draft Bronny, I won't sign. I'll just sign with whatever team. Or if you draft Bronny, then I'll sign. Or should they just let him retire? Because truth is, he's a great player and still very good now. But they ain't about to win a championship with LeBron. But then again, you going to let him walk for free or you going to trade him? What you going to do? What's your thoughts on LeBron? Is it over? What's up?
Well, I thought that Bronny couldn't play because he had a congenital heart issue. So I thought he couldn't play.
Yeah.
I was leaving on some sites that he just trying to be a gamer or figuring out where his next step gonna be.
No, he entered the NBA draft.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he entered the NBA draft.
I did not know.
Yeah, so, he entered the NBA draft. And he averaged 5 points a game in college. And he unfortunately had a cardiac arrest, for those that's watching, a cardiac arrest during practice in the beginning of the season, before he ever played a game, I believe. Yeah, so he recovered, thankfully, but should he even be trying? I mean, he already rich on his own from that NIL, which is name, image, and license deal that college sports has. So I think he makes like $5 or $7 million a year as a college athlete advertising stuff.
Yeah.
And then your dad is LeBron James.
Yeah, but I think he just wants to get his feet wet and see what his really wants there.
True.
I don't blame him. Being Bronny, I don't blame him. And LeBron is putting everything in Bronny's hands. I'll stay if he's coming. I'll go if he's not going to be here. So, it's even way with him. LeBron, he's done what he going to do. He's just staying because he wants to at this point. So he's putting everything in his son's hands. Are we going to do this together?
But is that good? Putting that pressure on Shorty?
No, I don't think it's pressure on him because he could play 1 or 2 games and be like, you know what?
I'm done.
I don't want to do it.
Now let me ask you this.
From what I understand, this COVID environment has really shown people a lot of things about their health. Like, there's this popular wrestler. He had a congenital heart condition he never knew about until he got COVID. And then he passed away from the heart issue. And I think that's what's happening with Bronny. COVID has activated a lot of things in people that they didn't even know they had.
That's possible. That's possible. I've heard a lot of those type of things. I mean, I'm not a scientist and I don't have enough information to say one way or the other. But it's possible. Anything is possible. I don't know. But one thing I'm going to ask you on another different note. So say you the Lakers then. All right. Now they saying they got this draft pick. Would you draft Bronny and think, okay, well, if LeBron play with him, maybe that's like a on-court coach. He may not be that good right now. But if LeBron stays with his son and plays a couple years with him, but then again, has LeBron ever made anybody better? The reason I say LeBron can't win anymore is because LeBron only know how to play one way. He really don't know how to play basketball. You're right. Anybody really know it's his way. He need the ball in his hand. It's the LeBron James way, which is why they messed up with, they got Isaiah Thomas on the bench and don't play him. Like, get the ball out of LeBron's hand and do it, but they can't do it. So he can't run point forward forever, and that's why he never made other players all-stars with him. But anyway, could he make his son better? What do you think if they played together?
Well, it'll definitely be a learning environment for that, you know. But I kind of feel sad for the Lakers because they're in a clutch. He got them by the throat. I mean, what they called it? Got him in a strangle.
Yeah, he got him in the strangle right there because they don't want to let him walk away for nothing. Then if that's what he want, now you wasting the first round pick on this son because everybody know if I pick him in the first round, LeBron might come sign for me for the veterans minimum.
Yeah, but that's the dilemma the Lakers been in, and that's the first time they've been in something like that. So.
I mean, they'll sell out every game if they was together and they get their money back. They'll sell out every game in Jersey.
Yeah, it may be the last time they in that type of situation though, because they're gonna learn from this one. But I think it's all gonna be on Brian. It's all for his experience. He may get out there and say, "I don't even like this," and quit.
I wonder if Michael Jordan could have
LeBron
did
will
it.
be locked in. LeBron will be locked in.
You think so? In year 20, what? 20? Why he locked in for what? He only locked in for Bronny, really. If Bronny say forget it, if Bronny say forget it.
They signed Bronny,
right? Right.
Bronny, he may go half the season and say, I don't even like it no more. And LeBron locked in.
Right. He could say I'm injured. But I feel you. But he probably only gonna sign 1 year or a 1 year with an option for one. That way he'd be like, well, technically it's 1 year, but I make y'all feel better with saying it's a possible 1-1. And then if he had a good time with Bronny, he'd probably re-sign. And if he didn't, he'd leave. That's probably what he'd do.
Yeah.
Yep. Trap reviews say trade AD. Then they had nothing. Get a bunch of what? Half-ass people that don't amount to an AD?
Yeah, and who's going to come up to replace him? Who's declared for the draft that can come up and replace someone like that? AD put in the work.
Exactly. Plus he won the chip with him. They just going to end up losing and going to the draft with AD there and then or make a move or trade or something to get a higher pick. But keep AD, and that way they can keep AD and throw somebody young to run with him. Because AD, I think, only, 30, if that.
Mm-hmm.
So he got some more years. He been hurt every year his whole life, so who knows? He made a lot of money, too, so he may retire, but...
Yeah. But you look at AD, and then you look at somebody like Zion Williamson. That dude could be Bronny.
He could.
He be Bronny, but he won't get himself together.
No. He get injured too much as well.
Yeah. And
that's the problem, yeah.
Getting injured is one thing. Derrick Rose injured. But
can't help it.
He can play.
Right.
This dude here, he could have it all, but he ain't even focused. On top of he getting hurt.
Yeah, he ain't taking care of his body or his dang-a-lang.
That's it. And the man could have the world if he just had the focus. You work that hard to get there to just sit on the couch.
The Trap Review said trade AD for a basic center, Paul George, and another couple players that could get you 10 points. I'm good. Paul George is done. I'd keep AD over any Paul George, anything, man. You can get another person that's do what Paul George do. At this point, 18 points? Or a little D? Anyway, I'm up out of here, brother. But I appreciate you coming through, chatting with you again, man.
Don't know, Jay. At some point, we got to talk about Brian McKnight, man. Not tonight, but we got to talk about it.
Professor.
Yeah, we got to talk about it.
All right, for sure. Tyreek is back on the radar for one more again, so we definitely gonna bring it up. All the memories of Tyreek. We didn't watch them grow up. And hopefully, we watch them end.
But I appreciate you, bro. I always love the show.
Hey, no problem,
I'm right there
man.
with you.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. and for everything, man. And there's people like yourself, man. That's why I still at least get in at least one a week, one show a week at least. So I appreciate everybody and appreciate the support. Appreciate you coming through, my brother. And everybody watching on the replay, appreciate you for watching as well. You can go ahead and hit a replay gang or something in the comments or R1. It's all good. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces. We got the Shy and BMF finale this week. Got a lot going on. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.